Let's talk about why lasagna is truly a culinary superstar. First of all, it's the perfect comfort food. Layers of tender pasta, rich meat sauce, creamy béchamel, and gooey melted cheese. It's a symphony of flavors and textures. Each bite is like a warm hug for your taste buds. Lasagna also has a long history. It originated in Italy centuries ago, and every region has its own twist. Some use spinach, some use ricotta, some use béchamel sauce. It's endlessly customizable, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting. You're not just cooking a meal, you're creating an experience, a story, and a feast all at once. And let's be honest, who doesn't love cheese? Melted, golden, bubbling cheese that stretches with every forkful is one of life's simple pleasures. And in this video, I'll show you how to get that perfect cheese pull that will make your friends and family gasp with delight. Now, before we dive into the cooking, let's go over the ingredients. I'll break them down into three main parts: the meat sauce, the béchamel sauce, and the lasagna assembly. For the meat sauce, 1 pound. For 150 grams ground beef, 1 medium onion, finely chopped, 3 cloves garlic, minced, 1 can, 28 ounces or 800 grams crushed tomatoes, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1 teaspoon dried basil, salt and pepper to taste, olive oil for sautéing. For the béchamel sauce, for tablespoons unsalted butter, for tablespoons all-purpose flour, for cups whole milk, warmed, a pinch of nutmeg, salt and pepper to taste. For the lasagna layers, 9 to 12 lasagna noodles, 2 cups ricotta cheese, 2 cups shredded mozzarella cheese, ½ cup grated Parmesan cheese, fresh basil leaves for garnish. Pro tip, always use high-quality cheese. It makes a huge difference in flavor and texture. And for extra richness, don't skip the béchamel. It's what transforms this lasagna from good to mind-blowing. All right, let's get started with the meat sauce. This is where all the deep, savory flavors come together. Heat olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Once hot, add your chopped onions. Sauté until they're soft and translucent. This usually takes about 3 to 4 minutes. The smell of onions sizzling in olive oil is the first hint that something amazing is about to happen. Add the garlic and sauté for another 30 seconds until fragrant. Be careful not to burn it. Garlic burns fast, and we want it to be sweet and aromatic, not bitter. Brown the meat. Add your ground beef to the pan, breaking it apart with a spatula. Cook until it's browned and no longer pink. This step is crucial because browning the meat develops a rich, savory flavor that is the backbone of our sauce. Add tomato paste and cook for 1 to 2 minutes, stirring constantly. This intensifies the tomato flavor and gives the sauce a deep, rich color. Pour in the crushed tomatoes, then sprinkle in the sugar, oregano, basil, salt, and pepper. Stir everything together and let it simmer on low heat for 20 to 30 minutes. This slow simmer allows all the flavors to meld together, creating a sauce that's bursting with taste. And that's it for the meat sauce. You should have a thick, rich, aromatic sauce that smells like heaven. Now that our meat sauce is simmering beautifully, let's move on to the béchamel sauce, the creamy, velvety layer that makes lasagna irresistibly rich. If you've never made béchamel before, don't worry. I'll walk you through it step by step, and by the end, you'll feel like a French chef. Melt the butter in a medium saucepan over medium heat. You want it completely melted, but not browned. The butter is the base of our sauce, and it needs to be smooth and shiny. Add the flour gradually while whisking continuously. This mixture is called a roux, and it's what thickens your béchamel. Keep whisking for about 2 minutes to cook off the raw flour taste. You'll see it turn slightly golden and smell nutty. That's perfect. Slowly pour in the warm milk, a little at a time, whisking constantly to avoid lumps. This is key. If you pour all the milk at once, you'll get clumps, and nobody wants that. Take your time and whisk until the sauce is smooth and creamy. Season the sauce with salt, pepper, and a pinch of nutmeg. Nutmeg adds a subtle warmth and depth that really elevates the flavor. Keep whisking until the sauce thickens to a luscious, pourable consistency. Tip: if your sauce is too thick, add a splash more milk. If it's too thin, let it simmer gently for a few more minutes. You want it thick enough to coat the back of a spoon, but still silky and pourable. While the sauces are doing their magic, it's time to prepare the noodles. You can use traditional boiled lasagna noodles or no-boil noodles. Here's how to do it for the classic method. Bring a large pot of salted water to a rolling boil. Salt is essential. It seasons the noodles from the inside out. Add the noodles one by one so they don't stick together. Cook according to the package instructions, usually 8 to 10 minutes, until al dente. You want them soft but still slightly firm. They'll continue to cook in the oven and soak up the delicious sauces. Drain the noodles and place them on a lightly oiled tray so they don't stick. This step is crucial. You don't want broken noodles when you start layering your lasagna. Pro tip, if you're short on time, no-boil noodles are a great option. Just make sure your meat sauce is a little more liquidy to cook the noodles in the oven. Now comes the fun part, assembling the lasagna. This is where your creation comes to life, layer by layer. And don't worry, I'll guide you through every step like a pro. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius. We want it nice and hot so the lasagna cooks evenly and the cheese melts perfectly. Start with a thin layer of meat sauce at the bottom of your baking dish. This prevents the noodles from sticking and adds that first burst of flavor. Layer the noodles carefully on top of the sauce. Usually, 3 noodles fit nicely across a standard 9 by 13-inch dish. Make sure they slightly overlap. They're the foundation of our lasagna. Spread a layer of béchamel sauce over the noodles. Use a spatula to evenly coat every inch. This creamy layer is what gives lasagna its dreamy texture. Add a layer of meat sauce on top of the béchamel. Don't be shy, this is where all the rich flavors shine. Add dollops of ricotta cheese evenly over the meat sauce. You can also sprinkle a little shredded mozzarella at this stage for extra cheesiness. Repeat the layers: noodles, béchamel, meat sauce, ricotta/mozzarella. Typically, you'll do 3 layers in total. Finish with a generous layer of béchamel, then sprinkle the remaining mozzarella and parmesan on top. This is the crown of your lasagna, the golden, bubbly cheese that makes everyone drool just looking at it. Tip: for extra flavor, sprinkle some fresh basil leaves between layers or on top before baking. It adds freshness and a pop of color that makes your lasagna irresistible. With the lasagna assembled, it's time for the oven magic. Cover your dish with foil. This keeps the lasagna moist and prevents the cheese from burning. Bake for 25 minutes. Then remove the foil and bake for another 15 to 20 minutes until the top is golden and bubbly. The smell alone will make your kitchen feel like an Italian trattoria. Let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes after baking. This is crucial because it allows the layers to set, making slicing easier and keeping all that cheesy goodness intact. Pro tip: if you want extra golden cheese, broil for the last 2 to 3 minutes, but watch carefully so it doesn't burn.